Now for the first time ever, NFL regular season football has come to the land down under as we count down to kickoff here in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they'll let that one go as it skips. Zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyron Williams. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a short one caught by Parkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Marquise Siegel on the coverage.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Purdy from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Now a second and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, San Francisco.
Play action. Now Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Purdy. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a short one caught by Parkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing on second and long. Purdy. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa now with his second sack here on opening night. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And Kittle catching the slant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He completes it to Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Purdy. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Ricky Pearsall as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Rams 3. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for the Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a great job of knowing how much they need for a first down. He didn't force it down the field. Just found his man to get a new set of downs.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's to the tight end. It's Jake Tonjes. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Williams running left. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but Felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
21 yards. First down, San Francisco.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Here's Purdy to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Purdy to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing, Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Los Angeles, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.